Hello my friends and welcome back to our continued Let's React Directive 8020. This is the new supermassive horror space themed game. Chapter 5 in the Dark Picture Anthology. At least I hope it's chapter 5 and they just don't reboot the entire thing. But today we are meeting the cast and we're going through 5 videos and then going to check out the website to learn more about them. I hope you're all having a wonderful, fantastic day today. Let's go ahead and meet Eisele. Or Eisele.
I designed this mission with integrity and skill, and I hope the crew will treat it similarly. There's no room for human error. Ultimately, if something goes wrong because of the design, that's on me. If we fail, it's because I have failed.
Is she the one that screams running forward? Because that was the thumbnail I used in the last Let's React. Let's go ahead and try to look through this one more time.
I designed this mission with integrity.
So there's the circular object to the left. I don't know if that might be the ship. It's just from a different viewpoint. So she's the one who designed the mission.
And I hope the crew will treat
Laura Eisele, she's Dutch, 33. She is a senior mission officer.
There's no room for human error.
And here's that face again.
Ultimately, if something...
Employee name unknown, and now everything is not available. Biometric anomaly. So that's not her anymore. That's the creature inhabiting her?
That's on me. If we fail,
No, now it's back.
I have failed.
Yeesh. What a horrible time to pause. Okay, so that is us meeting. I was just expecting to meet the characters. I wasn't expecting any other story involved with that. Okay, so that is Laura Eisele. Next up on our list is going to be Nolan Stafford.
My only goal is to ensure a successful mission and the safe return of my crew. That's my job. But if I had any skin in this game, it would be to get this crew home safely. So we can get you to your new home. If this mission fails, it could spell the end for the human race. And I'm not gonna let that happen.
Okay, so interestingly here, when he talks about this mission, I don't think he means the alien. I think that there's something wrong with Earth, and these people were sent on an expedition to find a new Earth because something's wrong with the previous Earth. It could be a lack of resources. It could be that the planet is dying. It could be that the sun is about to explode. I'm not sure. I'm just saying that there's got to be something here where the mission that they're under is to save humanity.
My only goal is to ensure a successful mission.
Verifying identity.
Crew.
So it scans his size.
That's my job.
Nolan Stafford, he's American. He's 52 years old, and he's the commander of the vessel. So where that skin is DNA. What's that say on the bottom right? It says Sector 1, 708203. Not really sure what's up with that, but yep, that's my computer beeping as well. Yep.
Skin in this game, it would be to get this crew home safely.
Okay, so that's them looking at the alien.
So we can get you to your new home.
And I guess this is the planet that they come to look at.
If this mission fails, it could spell the end for the human race. And I'm not gonna let that happen.
I think that was him looking at himself. But again, I don't think what he's talking about here is the alien. I think as I noted, there's something going on with Earth in some way. It's my initial theory, at least. We have Samantha Cooper.
The crew will be under immense pressure on this mission, so we need to ensure they're in a good place, both physically and mentally. That's why I'm here, to care for them.
Very short one, and I don't think she's doing the best job here of caring for people if this is what's going on.
The crew will be under immense pressure on this mission, so we need to ensure they're in a good place, both physically and mentally.
So she's Samantha Cooper. She's an American, age 27, a medical specialist.
Both physically and mentally.
Okay, there's that shadowy picture we saw before. Is that her? And here's the explosion, file corrupted. This was the thing we saw where I think the alien basically is immune to fire. And is that the planet? Man, that's hard to tell. It goes by so fast. Even with me stopping it, it goes by. It's just not a clear picture. So Samantha Cooper, not a lot about her, weirdly enough. Next up is Josef Cernan.
Because of its purpose, and despite the distance and duration, it will make me feel closer to humanity somehow. The oneness of it all, you know?
Who knows? Perhaps one day my time will come around again. That I can live another life. In the future I helped create.
Everything is going to be okay. Things can only get better.
Sounds almost like a like he's already mind controlled in some way as he speaks, that things can only get better. Oh, let's hope for the best, so that he's legit, and what he's talking about is that whatever's going on the planet, we can fix this. Not a lot of pause on this one though, because a lot of things we already know. Most of the stuff from his
humanity somehow.
Most of the stuff from his video is stuff we saw in the trailer. Josef Cernan, Turkish 32 technical engineer.
The oneness of it all, you know?
See, we've seen this picture. We've seen this.
Perhaps one day my time
We've seen that. We've
will
seen
come around
this.
again. That I can live
There's a
another life.
hole. And then giant space storm as they go outside.
In the future I helped create.
And there's the
Everything is going
ship.
to be okay.
Okay, we can't really discern a lot from Josef Cernan here. There wasn't a whole lot of new things, but at least we're meeting the characters and meeting the cast. Our fifth crew member that we have a video for, and I'm assuming the last playable character is going to be Brianna Young, who was featured in the first trailer most prominently. So I for one thought that she was going to be the main character, and there wasn't going to be many characters, but nope, it looks like there are a multitude of cast.
I've always wanted to fly. The joy of it, the freedom of it, to just take your life in your hands and soar. I think that's in us all, isn't it? At least that's what my dad taught me. But there's more to it than that. Finally, they just saw one Earth. That's always given me hope for us all.
The heck? This is probably the most creepiest one that we've seen. There's just so many glitches and errors that happen. What do you mean by they finally saw one Earth? Does that mean like all of Earth came together and there's no more nationalities or anything? We're all just an Earth people. And we're going to the stars to try to find a new Earth because our old Earth was damaged in some way. And that's like the vibes I'm getting here.
I've always wanted to fly. The joy of it, the freedom of it.
So Brianna Young, or Brianna Young, she's British, 27, and a pilot.
To just take your life in your hands and soar.
Yeah, she says that, and this guy is being blasted.
I think that's in us all, isn't it?
What was that?
I think that's in us all.
It's file corrupted. I can't. Oh my god. That is horrifying. I think that's a way that she dies. She like gets absorbed by a giant black blob thing? I don't know, but that's hideous right there.
That's what my dad taught me. But there's more to it than that.
Can't really tell anything from the glitches. Ooh. Okay, so that's her screaming. Let's go back just a little.
But there's more to it than that.
Okay, yeah, she's being hunted by something. And we know that this is not her. This is a creation of her. But she's still alive when this creation is here. Which makes me wonder how the alien works. Because it can seem to clone people even when they're still alive. Oh, there's a lot there. Hold on. Okay, so that was the scene of her looking at herself. And then this is that weird tail thing. Not a lot there.
Finally, they just saw one Earth.
So here's that biometric anomaly. Well, what just happened
That's
there?
all Earth.
Wild looking.
That's always given me hope for us all.
Woo! So yeah, I mean, I'm starting to think I'm theorizing on what this story could be. Thankfully, we don't have to wait too long for it, but it is interesting to try to puzzle clues. Let's check out their character bios on the website, and I believe it has all 10 cast, not just the 5 that we saw. This is from their official website. The Cassiopeia crew, or the Cassiopeia crew. Cassiopeia crew? Name Brianna Young, age 28, pilot. Brianna Young, played by Lashana Lynch, is one of Corinth's rising stars and pilot of the Cassiopeia. Daughter of esteemed astronaut Bill Young, she's wanted to follow in his footsteps since she was a child. Young has confidence in her abilities and the skills to back it up. Whether it's graduating top of the class at flight school or playing in Corinth's soccer team, Young always pushes herself. When her father passed away a few years ago before the mission, she threw herself into training even more. Stafford took on the role of her mentor, becoming something of a father figure. Young undertook this mission to prove she had what it takes, not just to her late father, but also to herself. I've always wanted to fly, the joy of it, the freedom of it, to just take your life in your own hands and soar. Corinth's soccer team. Okay. Stafford. Nolan Stafford. 52, Commander. Nolan Stafford, the first man on Mars, is a natural leader. As commander of the mission to Tau Ceti F, Stafford brings a respected authority as well as a lifetime of discovery. By the way, I haven't looked at any of the rest of the website, so I'm not trying to learn about what's going on except for the trailers and the story descriptions. And please, no spoilers in the comment section below. Even if the game or the website spoils something, I don't want to spoil it. I'm trying to be very guarded at what I look at here. Most of it's been curated by members of my community to try to make sure that I'm not being spoiled in any way. Stafford is the founding father of Corinth's space program. He has been instrumental in the success of many historic missions, but none more important than this. This mission marks the last before retirement, and he hopes to give it his all. The ship's pilot, Brianna Young, is the daughter of his closest friend and fellow astronaut, the late Bill Young. On their mission to Mars together, Stafford promised Bill that he would watch out for Brianna at all costs. Stafford has immense trust in his whole crew. He leads from the front and would never leave a crewman behind. I'm proud and humbled to be leading the finest crew our planet has to offer, so that you can watch your children grow up and children for generations to come. I like him. Yeah, I like this guy. Laura Eisele. Eisele? Eisele? I don't know. Let me know in the comment section below if you know how to say her name. Laura Eisele is the lead designer of the mission and architect of the Cassiopeia. From early in her career, she's been noticed and awarded for her work, with her peers describing her as scientifically brilliant. She holds herself and others to high standards because of this. While her understanding of machines and theorems is unparalleled, she finds communicating with her peers harder. Oh, so she's the Tony Stark of the bunch. From the outside, she may appear cold and irrational, but deep down, she wishes to connect with others even if it doesn't come naturally. Okay, maybe not so much like Tony Stark. He just doesn't want to connect. Eisele joined this mission to push both herself and future of humanity, testing the limits of what she's capable of. Eisele has left her mark across the mission through her designs, including the ship's computer, the Oracle. Always diligent, she's prepared for every scenario except actually touching down. I designed this mission with integrity and skill, and I hope the crew will treat it similarly. There's no room for error. Ultimately, if something goes wrong because of design, that's on me. If we fail, it's because I have failed. Cernan. Josef Cernan, 32, technical engineer. Josef Cernan is a technical engineer with a perspective understanding of how things work, not just hardware, but people, too. Oh. In his youth, he moved from Turkey to Holland to study technical engineering, proving himself to be a brilliant problem solver. At the same time, he discovered and began to practice Buddhism, which shaped his outlook on life and how to make the most of it. After making a promise to his late partner to do everything in his power to live a life he could be proud of, Cernan decided to sign up for the Kitas mission. So his late partner. Aww. Kind-hearted and open-minded, Cernan is often seen as the glue that bonds the crew together, as well as the resident philosopher. He believes every problem, no matter how hard it seems, has a solution. The problems humanity are facing today are no different. It's a life or death situation. I vote life. I like him. I feel sorry that he lost his partner, though. Man, that sucks. Samantha Cooper, 27, medical specialist. Dr. Samantha Cooper is a skilled medic who first learned her trade as part of the Marines medical evacuation team. Excuse me. Unfortunately, her time in medevac ended abruptly following the infamous Jessup Station tragedy, where Cooper was the sole survivor from her team. After this, Cooper worked hard to overcome her trauma. Her oldest friend, Zoe Anders, helped her recover, and later Cooper repaid the favor by recommending Anders as a replacement science officer for Corinth's mission. Overall, Cooper has emerged from her trauma as a resilient person focused on moving forward. Her dedication to her craft and amiable nature are what makes her the perfect choice for the Cassiopeia. She's not just a doctor with a good bedside manner, she's a fighter who will put everything on the line for the future of humanity. People everywhere have tough times, and now more than ever before, people are facing something terrible. I want to give them hope. We all need a little hope. Yeah, I like that line. I like this entire cast. I really do. Anders. Zoe Anders, 29, science officer. Zoe Anders joined the Cassiopeia's crew as a late addition, following the ultimate death of previous science officer George McNamara. She comes recommended by her old college friend Cooper. Although Anders is nervous about being a newcomer to the crew in a mission, her long-standing friendship with Cooper helps mitigate this. She is fascinated by the potential for discovery that the mission presents, but she won't let it get in the way of upholding ethical practices. Discovery is the heart of science, to go out into the unknown and fathom the unfathomable. That's the whole reason I became a scientist. She seems kind of young to be a science officer, though, at 29? Following the untimely death of previous science officer George McNamara. That makes me worried. Like, she's the one that kind of gives me worried vibes, that maybe she murdered the previous science officer so that way she could be on this ship. I know that sounds horrible, but that's kind of what... I mean, I played a lot of games where I get suspicious of people. I mean, right now I'm playing the 100 line. I played Ace Attorney. I played Bravely Default. I mean, there's a bunch of games where I'm suspicious of people, and for some reason I just feel really suspicious of her. And yeah, I'm kind of weird, kind of leery about you, Anders. Noah Mitchell. 27, also a pilot. Noah Mitchell is a wisecracking, ambitious co-pilot of the Cassiopeia. During training, his risk-taking flair soon became evident. He crashed many ships during simulations, but was also able to pull off maneuvers no one else could. He's Launchpad McCrack. Mitchell is close friends with fellow pilot Brianna Young and looks up to Stafford, whom he sees both as a brilliant leader and pioneer. After intensive training and guidance along the way from both, Mitchell feels that he's ready for everything. I'm here because it's my destiny, man. I want to make history. The good of humanity, yeah, but also, like, I want to do something meaningful with my life. I have a feeling he's gonna be the first to die. I hope not. He sounds fun. I don't want to kill fun. Let's make sure Noah doesn't die, okay? Thomas Carter, 27, he's a sleep technician. Well, I guess if you're in a cryogenic state, you would need someone who's an expert at that, right? Thomas Carter prides himself on his dedication to task at hand. He is happy with his role, playing a humble but vital part in his historic mission. After being seriously ill as a teen, Carter learned to appreciate all aspects of life, whether that's quiet, meditate moments with his plants, or carrying out this mission to secure a future for his daughter, Luna. Aw, named after the moon. Aw, I like that name, Luna. Methodical, patient, and responsible, he makes a brilliant work counterpart to fellow sleep technician Pari Sims, who plays a crucial role ensuring the Cassopeia remains fully operational over the course of its journey to Tau Zeta F, while the rest of the crew are in hypersleep. Both were selected through psych evaluations, ensuring that they were the most optimally matched pair for the long journey. I know I'm just a sleep technician, but I'm gonna be the best darn sleep technician the world has ever seen. I like that. Tau Zeta F. Is it F or is it like... Does F stand for something? Name Pari Sims. Age 29, she's the other sleep technician. Sleep technician Pari Sims was chosen for this mission due to her stellar engineer skills and can-do mindset. Sims enjoyed the mission to support her beloved mother. She regularly records messages sent home to her mother, treating those logs almost as a diary. In her spare time, Sims enjoys playing her favorite video game, Orinoco, reading any nonfiction she can get her hands on, and drinking copious amounts of coffee. Playful yet driven, she and Carter are a near-perfect match in work compatibility, complementing each other's strengths and weaknesses. They play a crucial role ensuring the Cassiopeia remains fully operational over the course of its journey to Tau Zeta F, while the rest of the crew are in hypersleep. Oh, I'm going to miss my mom a lot. Hi, Mom. If you're watching, I'll be home soon. Don't you worry, your little girl's just off saving the human race. No big deal. Yeah, there's another line about saving the human race. Name, LaMarcus Williams. By the way, she's cool. I like her too. He's 30 and he's the CEO. LaMarcus is a businessman known for being the billionaire CEO of Corinth. Born to great wealth in California, he was determined to cement his own legacy, especially after seeing the awe-inspiring mission to Mars, carried out by none other than Stafford and Bill Young. Unapologetic about his beliefs that the planet Earth is beyond saving, Williams is a divisive figure in the media. He truly believes in Corinth's mission to save humanity and believes that they are the only ones capable of achieving it. You might wonder why I placed myself on the Recon rather than the colony ship, but you have to understand I'm a pioneer, not a settler. Rather than a colony ship. You see, they're going off to try to colonize Earth because something is wrong. Colonize another Earth because something is wrong with Earth. I have another theory as well. My other theory is that the prologue is going to be Stafford and Young colonizing Mars, and something happens where Young dies, and Stafford escapes. That's the prologue characters. That's what I think. Anyway, what do you think? Let me know in the comment section below as we explore the crew of the Cassiopeia and the upcoming horror Choose Your Own Adventure amazing awesome series, the Dark Pictures Anthology, Directive 8020. Yes, Directive 8020. For some reason I almost said Director 8020. I'm like, who's the director? No, it's Directive 8020. My name is FlightlessBird. This is your story-based gaming channel. If you like what you see here, don't forget to hit that thumbs up to like the video and subscribe. Thank you to my wonderful, amazing supporters of the channel via Patreon and YouTube membership. I can't do this without you all. You mean a lot to me. Thank you so much. If you'd like to support me that way, links are in the description below, as well as a link to our Discord and other communications. Come join our Discord. Love to talk about this game and many other games that we've done on the channel. Until next time, my dear friends, on our final react, possibly our final react before the game comes out, but at least the final one I have planned right now, which is talking about the new thing that they have in this game. What's it called? It's called turning points. Now, I don't know if Turning Points is the new thing. It just says it's a Turning Point trailer. So I don't know if this is like the flowchart where you can go back in time and edit things, or if it's like the curator cut. I mean, there was no curator cut in someone like the Corey, Frank Stone, whatever. But I'm expecting Directive 8020 to be more like the Dark Picture anthologies, Man of Medan, Little Hope, House of Ashes, and Del Emmy than Until Dawn, the Corey, and the Cassie and Frank Stone. I am interested to see what that's all about, and we'll discover it next time. Until then, hope you have a wonderful, fantastic, amazing, awesome day. So long, and take care. Thank you for watching this video and being the #1 YouTube community in all of YouTube. Feel free to comment on what you saw and what you would like to see next. I always love to hear from you. And remember that you matter, you are brilliant, and you are loved. Always be true to yourself and never let the world tell you any different. Much love to you from your friendly, feathered, flightless bird.